To whom our Saviour answered, thus returned: All things are best fulfilled in their due time, and time there is for all things. Truth hath said, if of my reign prophetic writ hath told that it shall never end, so when begin the Father in his purpose hath decreed. He in whose hand all times and seasons roll. What if he hath decreed that I shall first be tried in humble state, in things adverse, by tribulations, injuries, insults, contempts and scorns and snares and violence, suffering, abstaining, quietly expecting, without distrust or doubt, that he may know what I can suffer, how obey. Who best can suffer best can do, best reign who first well hath obeyed. Just trial ere I merit my exaltation without change or end. But what concerns it thee when I begin my everlasting kingdom? Why art thou solicitous? What moves thy inquisition? Knowest thou not that my rising is thy fall, and my promotion will be thy destruction? To whom the tempter, inly racked, replied, let that come when it comes. All hope is lost of my reception into grace. What worse? For where no hope is left no fear. If there be worse, the expectation more of worse torments me than the feeling can. I would be at the worst. Worst is my port, my harbor, and my ultimate repose. The end I would attain, my final good. My error was my error, and my crime, whatever for itself condemned, and will alike be punished, whether thou reign or not. Though to that gentle brow willingly I could fly, and hope thy reign, from that placid aspect in meek regard, rather than aggravate my evil state, would stand between me and thy Father's ire, whose ire I dread more than the fire of hell, a shelter and a kind of shading cool interposition as a summer's cloud. If I then to the worst that can be haste, why move thy feet so slow to what is best? Happiest both to thyself and all the world, that thou, who worthiest art, shouldst be their king. Perhaps thou lingerest in deep thoughts, detained of the enterprise so hazardous and high. No wonder, for though in thee be united what of perfection can in man be found, or human nature can receive, consider thy life hath yet been private, most part spent at home, scarce viewed the Galilean towns, and once a year Jerusalem, few days short sojourn. And what thence couldst thou observe? The world thou hast not seen, much less her glory, empires and monarchs and their radiant courts, best school of best experience, quickest in sight in all things that to greatest actions lead. The wisest, unexperienced, will be ever timorous and loath, with novice modesty, as he who, seeking asses, found a kingdom, irresolute, unhardy, unadventurous. But I will bring thee where thou soon shalt quit those rudiments, and see before thine eyes the monarchies of the earth, their pomp and state, sufficient introduction to inform thee of thyself so apt in regal arts and regal mysteries, that thou mayst know how best their opposition to withstand. With that, such power was given him then, he took the Son of God up to a mountain high. It was a mountain at whose verdant feet a spacious plain outstretched and circuit wide lay pleasant. From his side 2 rivers flowed, the one winding, the other straight, and left between fair champaign, with less rivers intervened. Then meeting joined their tribute to the sea, fertile of corn, the glebe of oil and wine, with herds the pasture thronged, with flocks the hills, huge cities and high-towered, that well might seem the seat of mightiest monarchs. And so large the prospect was that here and there was room for barren desert, fountainless and dry. To this high mountain top the tempter brought our Saviour, and new train of words began.